Podcast 224, The Letters of Culture, Copyright 2025, ISBN 979-890070-3404. Welcome back to William's Podcast. Today, we are diving into a fascinating topic, double entendre, as explored in my anthology. I am Dr. William Anderson Gittins, DD, your host, discussing with you The Letters of Culture, Copyright 2025, ISBN 979-890070-3404, from the beautiful island of Barbados. Despite my lack of linguistic training, my work is informed by my experience as a media arts specialist, cinematographer, and photojournalist, novelist, cultural theorist, and Doctor of Divinity. I am so excited about this new anthology, The Letters of Culture, Copyright 2025, ISBN 979-8900-70-3404. This anthology suggests greatness because I will discuss how, despite not being a linguist, my background as a media arts specialist and novelist and multifaceted identity impacts my work. Now that I have established context, let us dive right into double entendre. My main point about this anthology is that it is spot on because my central argument is that despite my lack of formal linguistic training, my diverse background gives me a unique lens. It should be mentioned that I purposefully use double entendre to add humor and wit to my writing. The important thing, in my opinion, is that it adds a layer of possible provocation or offense while yet permitting plausible deniability. Let's examine provocation and plausible deniability in more detail. Linguistics researchers may say, how does he strike a balance between those two, especially when he is trying to tell a narrative or make an argument? According to news.cornell.edu Stories 2016-04, Language Persuasion, he also thinks that ideas like comedy, innuendo, and ambiguity are crucial. If all else is equal, the unique element here is that, in my opinion, the subtle wordplay. What are some common types of wordplay? Scrib, for example. Scrib captivates readers by allowing them to uncover complex secondary meanings. We must be aware that as I interpret the subtext, this interaction stimulates my cognitive processes. An example, phrases like ambiguity, humor, and innuendo are essential because they add nuance and complexity while bolstering that plausible deniability. Furthermore, it provides for the contextualization and highlighting of its historical significance, with Homer and other classical authors employing it to add layers of meaning that are fascinating. After giving it some thought, I believe that the goal of this discussion is to involve the audience in the process of creating meaning. Considering the aforementioned, I would want to warn you that I am also an expert in media arts. You may be wondering how this relates to media, but all else being equal, everything is also pervasive and influences so much of our society. Let's take a closer look and emphasize how important it is for media arts professionals to carefully use double entendre in order to delicately address challenging or divisive subjects. We must be aware that the use of various meanings in media can serve as satire or cultural critique, frequently maintaining a decorum that makes the message understandable even if a deeper understanding isn't sought right away. If I find it fascinating that double entendre in media can occasionally be misrepresented, which only highlights its complexity after researching and analyzing this intricacy via a variety of lenses. A case in point. Through my insightful lens, I have observed the phrase, "with flattering lips and a double heart," from Psalm 12:2. It is indeed an example of deceptive speech that wears a mask of kindness or innocence but hides an ulterior motive. The duality of the double heart emphasizes the internal conflict or hypocrisy behind the flattering words, appearing one way on the surface but driven by another, often hidden agenda. This makes it a perfect example of a double form of expression where the surface message might be sweet or affirming, but the underlying intent is far less benign. On a deeper level, it is viewed or behave as if it were a cultural letter or secret language that only a select few can completely understand, allowing for criticism without open conflict. Because of my ability to solve problems quickly and creatively, I may have been regarded as very scholarly by other academics and scholars. By breaking the question down into the constituent elements and concentrating on the words that express the main idea, I attempt to comprehend it, put my thoughts in order. I rationally organize my arguments in the introduction, main body, and conclusion sections of my response so that I can better apply these strategies and improve my capacity to answer these questions in a way that will foster more effective communication and stronger interpersonal relationships in order to address the pertinent issue raised, provided that I maintain my composure and pay close attention. Why does it have such a strong cultural connection? In the grand scheme of things, according to Oxford.com, double entendres use context, societal standards, and a common understanding of words to communicate these multi-layered meanings. In culture, they serve as linguistic letters that enable unspoken communication, commentary on social sensitivities, and the information of in-groups via mutual understanding of the hidden meaning. According to research, they represent how language negotiates and reflects cultural values from ancient plays to contemporary memes. Thank you for joining me here today, speaking with you about these ideas that has been enlightening. Our listeners should also read The Letters of Culture, copyright 2025, ISBN 9798900703404, release in e-publication 383, to gain more knowledge on these subjects. Till the next occasion, may God bless.